Good morning. We are walking through the town of Hanover, New Hampshire. Just left the hotel. Hannah on Instagram brought us dunks, so I'm finishing this off. I'm really excited. The trail is going right through town, and we're gonna stop at a grocery store to get enough snacks for the day, because later on today my fiance is gonna pick us up off trail and I get to go home. I get to see my house for the first time since I bought it, for the first time since February. And yeah, it's gonna be a really exciting day. Probably, I think 19.9 miles, so a nice average sized day. And yeah, get to climb some mountains, hike in New Hampshire, and have a good old time. So this is a college town, so this is Dartmouth College. Just kind of walking through. We're both so proud with how small our backpacks look today. Neither of us have like any food left, so they're extra light. There's a lot of food for one day. Alright, just got enough food at the Hanover Co-op. This is gonna be my breakfast. Got a couple bars, Gatorade. I'm excited to have this for lunch today. Yeah. What are you gonna have for breakfast?
This Power C machine smoothie.
Nice.
I got a blueberry bagel with cream cheese.
Nice.
I'm gonna have 2 like energy bars. Stuff, whatever this is. Recharge.
Yeah, I'm not much of a breakfast person, so this would fill me up. And I snack a lot throughout the day, so that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna start heading up Moose Mountain, and that's gonna be the lunch destination of today. All right, I made it to my first mountain in New Hampshire. This is Moose Mountain, South Peak. North Peak will be right up the trail a little bit. And I'm looking at a view, and for the first time I can see mountains I've actually hiked before. I mean, I've hiked this mountain before, but I'm looking at 2 in the distance. I'll show you real quick. We got Mount Kearsarge, which is that one, and also Mount Cardigan, which is that peak over there. On this whole section of trail, shortly after I got off the trail in 2020 when COVID started, I started hiking like the southern New Hampshire AT because I thought it would be less populated. So I've done all these little trails before. It hasn't been anything too difficult. Like, I'm not in the whites yet. But yeah, it's definitely pretty awesome to be back here. The Dartmouth Outing Club maintains some of these trails, I believe. And they use these orange signs that I think look so cool. It is pretty cold right now. It's 48 degrees, and I can't remember the last time it's actually been this cold on trail. So I am hiking with my puffy jacket now that I'm not going uphill anymore. I'm definitely pretty chilly. Welcome to New Hampshire. And there we have a little lookout of Smarts Mountain, which is coming up, not today, but the next day. Aw, look at the little 4,000 footers in the distance. Those are the tri-pyramids. All right, there's about 0.3 miles left of the day. First day in New Hampshire is pretty fun. I think it went by pretty fast. The terrain wasn't that difficult. This section of the AT in New Hampshire is probably the least traveled part of the AT in the whole state. So not many people out here. My fiance Chet is meeting us at a parking lot just up the trail to bring me back to my house. Take a 0 day tomorrow. And I'm really excited about that. I actually just fell in a river crossing a little ways back. I'm fine, but my foot got completely soaked, so I'm kind of happy that the day is ending in just a couple minutes.